Been a lot of anti-atheist content for whatever reason on YouTube. I call it a Christian cope because you see the thing is this kind of mentality is mainly from Christians. I don't really see this from Muslims because the thing about Muslims is that they don't have to go on social media to try and influence their weirdo religion. You see, several or many Islamic countries can already force their people to collide with the crazy Islam belief system. But however, Christians don't have that kind of authority. Thank goodness, But yeah, and I see these Christians online. They always make fun of people for not believing in God. Now, to me, thinking that God exists, I mean, first of all, what makes you even think that your God is the correct interpretation of God or is the correct God? Because the thing about Christianity is that it's not even the first religion. I mean, Christians, when you think about it, are more or less just, Jews. But also, another thing about the Christian cope is that, to me anyway, believing in a God, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I even have Christian friends. I go to a church sometimes, mostly for a community thing, not because of belief thing. And I think the church can be a good sense of community for uh, certain groups of people. You know. But anyway, I see these Christian influencers, and they use that repetitive, shitty fedora meme, and I'm like, you can. Is it really is believing in a magic sky daddy really a bragging point? I mean, first of all, you're not being very Christian, by the way, if you go around doing that. Taking pride in the fact that you're a Christian and that you hate on atheists and whatnot. I'm pretty sure pride is a sin, and Jesus wouldn't approve of that kind of behavior. But more importantly, I mean, you believe in a giant magic sky daddy. For all we know, God could be a transgender woman. But yeah, oops, copyright music. But I mean, believing in God, that's sort of like believing in Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or Harry Potter. Christianity, I mean, the Bible is basically a giant fan fiction that was written by a bunch of old, weird, bearded pedophiles thousands of years ago. And I say pedophiles because the age of consent around the Bible times, I bet it was super duper low. You know, I wouldn't really take being a Christian as a bragging point. Plus, I mean, when you worship the biblical version of God, you know, that version of God is a power hungry, insecure dictator that kills little kids. I mean, that's someone you want to worship. But I mean, it makes sense since Christians did let Trump win.